Good morning from the office. I am BKP. I am your host, and we are North Georgia's only live online morning show, FYN TV. That's what you're watching at the top of FetchYourNews.com. Click on FYN TV, and that's where you'll find us. Folks, as you know, we're doing a lot of new things here. I have a new back screen this morning. Somebody sent me this picture yesterday. Beautiful backdrop somewhere here in North Georgia. Don't forget, if you'd like...
Who sent it to you?
Who?
Do you know?
No.
Just a random person.
No, I don't know. Why would I lie, Lonnie?
Well, thank you, whoever you are, so much for photo credit.
Oh, did you send that to me?
No.
Well, I mean, where are you going with this? I don't understand. I got a text message from a number I don't know right off.
Well, maybe you should ask them to send you their name and number so you can give them photo credit.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did I tell you to get all up in my business on this show this morning? Did I? Did I say, Lonnie, could you please get involved immediately as soon as we start?
I'm trying to look out for the little guy.
Look at Bernie. Hey,
girl.
Bernie, looking out for the little guy there, Bernie.
You still haven't given me my cake.
Okay, folks, good morning. Yes, our backdrop. I'll try to figure out. I got a text message yesterday that had this picture that you see this morning. Beautiful downtown Blue Ridge. But now, before I was rudely interrupted by Lonnie, let me say, if you got a beautiful picture, Independence Week here, if you got a beautiful picture or something of an Independence celebration that you would like to send to us, please, that's chief@fetchyournews.com, chief@fetchyournews.com, or 706-889-9700. You can call or text this show anytime. That's our 24-hour hotline. Now, Buddy Ryan, I know, devastating bombs went off yesterday in Istanbul, right? Is that it? Istanbul Airport in Turkey. 41 dead, 239 injured right now. We're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? We're going to talk about that in a minute. We're not putting terrorism on the back burner like John Kerry. John Kerry said this is what happens. They get desperate when they're losing. Boy, I sure hope they quit losing soon. You know, since San Bernardino and Paris and Orlando and Istanbul, Turkey, I just sure... My hope is they quit losing soon if this is the results. According to Secretary of State John Kerry, people get desperate when they start losing. Quite a desperation, just killing people all over the world, okay? Terrorism. But anyhow, Buddy Ryan, okay? Buddy Ryan has died yesterday, one of the greatest defensive coordinators in the NFL, all right? I know, Steeler fans, Dick LeBeau. I understand. But when the Chicago Bears, what was the 85 Bears? Was it the 85 Bears? When the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl, okay, when they won the Super Bowl, Buddy Ryan's defense, the Chicago's defense was tenacious, nasty, all the above, okay? And the next day, if memory serves me right, going off memory here, folks, if memory serves me right, the next day, I think out in Chicago, there was some articles written that said, do the Bears have two head coaches? And that just frosted Mike Ditka. Mike Ditka couldn't handle that. A lot of Bears fans really looked at Buddy Ryan as the brains behind the operation. No disrespect to Mike Ditka this morning, okay? Duh, Bears. But anyhow, that was the case. So, you know, Ditka and Buddy Ryan split ways there. Buddy Ryan would have won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia, but he let the Philadelphia media and the press in Philadelphia get the best of him with Randall Cunningham, okay? Remember the comment Rush Limbaugh made about Cunningham, black quarterback, Philadelphia media or something? I think it was something out there, right? Okay, but anyhow, if he would have pulled the trigger on Cunningham and put somebody else in much earlier in the career of the Philadelphia Eagles with the talent they had, he'd have won a Super Bowl. But there you go, and he didn't. But he went down to the Oilers, and he turned the Oilers' defense. I'm just hodgepodging here. He turned the Oilers' defense around. And they won like 11 straight games. I mean, the Oilers were nasty. I mean, the guy goes to the Oilers, 11 straight games, defensive coordinator. Not the best head coach, Buddy Ryan wasn't, but defensive coordinator he was. So he goes down there, 11 straight games he wins, right? I think it is, with the Oilers as defensive coordinator. So they're in a game, playoff game or last game of the season, something like this. Anyhow, he wants to keep his defense off the field. They're winning. They're winning. He wants to keep his defense off the field. So he says, don't send me text messages in the middle of the show. I have to answer this because somebody just sent me something I have to answer. And the person knows I'm on air. But I had to do it, folks. I had to do it. Anyhow, so he tells he's got the defense playing. They're winning, right? And he tells Kevin Gilbride, or whatever his name is, the offensive coordinator, hey, man, keep my defense off the field. They're tired. Keep them off the field. So Gilbride goes out and starts airing the ball out. He's just throwing the ball, winging it, 3 and out. He's like, what the heck? I told you, keep my defense off the field. All right? So finally, Buddy Ryan had enough. Gilbride goes out, 3 and out. Boom, boom, boom. Here goes the defense, right back within a minute. All right? So Buddy Ryan just comes over and throws the haymaker, and he punches him right in the over the top, punches him in the chops. One of my favorite videos. Buddy Ryan punches Kevin. I'll never forget the game. I was watching that night. Anyhow, real quick, great defensive mind. Buddy Ryan gone. NFL, big loss there. But he has 2 Super Bowl rings. 2 Super Bowl rings. A lot of people don't remember. He was the defensive coordinator with the Jets. He was on the defensive side with the Jets. Okay? So he has the Super Bowl ring from the Jets and a Super Bowl ring from the Chicago Bears. All right, that's that this morning. At 8:30, we're going to be doing our health and fitness segment with Carlene Ferguson. Want you to stay here for that, all right? We have a video we're going to be playing at 8:30, and then 9 o'clock, George will be coming in. Now, Carlene and I went down to the farmer's market. You know, we're trying to talk about once a week health and fitness here at FetcherNews.com, and I am currently, I do Avocare, and I do supplement shakes and the Avocare meal bars and the vitamins and the Spark. I keep my Spark going here. But we also like to talk about the food and fresh food at the farmer's market. So Carlene Ferguson, my health and fitness coach, we went to the Gilmer. It's sponsored by the Master Gardeners here in Gilmer County, and we did a 20-some minute video of our trip to the farmer's market Saturday. So that's at 8:30, and then at 9 o'clock, George McClellan will be here, and we will get pretty deep into the world events that are going on. Now, folks, I'm going to get into the terrorist attack in Istanbul. All right, I want to get into that, and I'm going to make about a 12-minute comment on that and terrorism and our government. But first, I went, and this is the result of 4 courthouses yesterday. I went to 4 different courthouses. I'm doing some research, okay? And I told you that there's a bombshell story coming out here soon. Now, I understand yesterday, from a good source, the cartel, that's the Fannin cartel, if you're not aware of it, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the Fannin cartel, but I understand the Fannin cartel had a meeting yesterday. So there was a cartel meeting, I guess, trying to regroup. A couple of the members got together. I got a phone call, let me know the cartel had gotten together. So I hear that all the time. So anytime the cartel gets together, you know, I usually get a call. So yesterday the Fannin cartel had a meeting, and I guess they're discussing their next moves or how to plot something out to stop certain things from happening. But I went to Scott Kiker, the probate office. Now I want to share this with you real quick, okay? And if you're a national viewer out there, stay with me here. Well, on the booking sheet, Mark Thomason, the publisher of the Fan and Focus, okay, listed Scott Kiker as his attorney. Now, I know some of you may be saying, well, what do you mean Scott Kiker as his attorney? Because I thought, if you're out there listening, I thought Scott Kiker was the probate judge in Fannin County. Well, let me share with you, when he ran, we have the video of that, when he ran for probate judge, Scott Kiker did, Judge Kiker, better call him Your Honor, okay? When Your Honor ran for probate judge, he made a commitment to the citizens of Fannin County that he would be a full-time probate judge. Okay, and that he had made plans. This is all in the video, so you can watch the video. We're going to post it later because we kind of got a little confused because I thought to myself, Scott Kiker's a probate judge. So I thought to myself, well, when I seen his name listed on Tomlinson as an attorney, I thought, well, maybe something's wrong here because this is the probate judge. I mean, is he trying private cases as probate judge? So anyhow, how much time is he spending in his office or somebody else's office or the probate office? So I went up yesterday and I looked at the video and just off the top of my head, we'll be putting it up. And he made a promise. He said he had already planned and made arrangements to move at this time when he was running for office, all of his cases over to someone else. He had been planning for a long time. So he would make a commitment to the citizens to be a full-time probate judge. Now, sources are telling me that that's not exactly true, that you can still call today, he will take your case and, and so on and so forth. That's what I hear. That's just sources, okay? So yesterday I go up there and I go to the probate judge's office and he's not in, all right? He's not in. I go there and I say, hey, can I speak to the judge? And the lady, which wasn't very nice, I don't care, I'll just say, she wasn't very nice. I guess because I had my FetcherNews.com badge on, so she was, wasn't nice. Maybe it's just the way she is, I don't know. And I said, can I speak to the judge? And she said, the judge is not in. And I said, okay. And I said, I noticed he was listed as Mark Tomlinson's attorney, and I want to get a statement from him, get a statement from his attorney. I gave the card. Well, I haven't heard back, so I want you to know I'm reaching out to the attorney to try to get a statement from the probate judge. But I was a little caught off guard. He was listed because Scott made such an adamant, or Your Honor, or Kiker, or Attorney Kiker, whoever he is, he made such a commitment to the citizens of Fannin County to be a full-time probate judge. Now I'm starting to get all these sources calling me and saying, hey, this guy's not full-time probate judge. I mean, he's almost impossible to find there. That's what I'm being told. I don't know this. These aren't facts. So anyhow, I am trying to get a statement from probate judge Scott Kiker this morning. I tried to yesterday. I'm waiting on his call. I left the number. If he calls, I'm going to go ahead and take it, folks. I'm waiting. If their phone rings and it's probate judge, if he's wearing his probate judge hat or his attorney Scott Kiker hat, whichever one, if he calls this morning, I want to take the call so I can get a statement. Okay. So anyhow, what's next? Oh, Istanbul. Oh, I forgot. Folks, let's just be straight before the 8:30 comes. Istanbul Airport, 41 dead. All right? Now, the whack jobs, the Democrats, we're just going to have to go. These whack job Democrats, okay? They stage a coup on the House floor, a sit-in, okay? And they sing Kumbaya. Let's not go backwards. They sing Kumbaya, okay, on the House floor. Because Orlando is exactly what caused the gun problem in this country. And us not identifying the gun problem and not enacting new gun legislation in this country is why people in Orlando are dead. Now, I think this morning all those whack jobs ought to come out and they ought to express their first, what they really should do is apologize to the world for their ignorance, okay? And then look and say, hey, I wonder where we missed this one, all right? Because the Democrats are always trying to figure out where they missed something, all right? Well, you missed this because we haven't. So if you were on the floor of the House of Representatives, okay, making a fool of yourself in front of this country and actually doing no help whatsoever, because everybody in the country knows that gun legislation is definitely not the reason why what happened in Orlando took place. Islamic radical terrorist. Islamic, a religious group. You don't have to like that, folks, but let's tell the truth. The terrorism in the world is based on a religion, okay? Period. Okay? And it is not one person that went rogue. It is a total movement. Okay, you don't have the radical evangelical Christian Baptist, something that's a move in the world. There's not a sect in Christianity that is a movement to kill, destroy, cause terror throughout the world. It's not there, okay? This is the religion of choice that is not just a couple people. It's a religion, folks. It is their religion. And I'm actually shocked that the whack jobs in Washington, D.C. haven't done something to protect their religious rights. Do they not realize, do radical Islamic terrorists not realize if they would just open a 501c in the United States of America and list themselves as a nonprofit and list themselves as a religion, that they would be a group of nutbags sit on the floor of Washington, D.C. and say we must protect their religious rights? I'm serious. They would. That's how whack these people are. And guess who's leading the pack? Hillary Clinton and Elizabeth Warren. Seriously, that's who's leading the pack. Now, Hillary comes out this morning, okay? Look at the two statements. I'm not going to read the two statements right now, but look at the two statements. Donald Trump's statement is real. It's anger. It's time to do something. We have to fight fire with fire. We have to go after them. Waterboarding will not work. It will not work. I like what Donald Trump said, whether you like it or not. We're sitting around the dinner table over here, talking about, how harsh waterboarding is. Donald Trump says they have dinner. They have dinner like you have dinner. And they have dinner, and around that dinner table, their conversation is how they're going to explode an airport, cut somebody's head off, or drown them in a cage. And we're worried about waterboarding. And he says we have to fight with them as hard as they fight with us. He gets it, folks. Hillary Clinton says our resolve, radical jihadist. Folks, it's a religion. And the only thing ISIS is missing over there is realizing if they would come to America and set themselves up. You think I've lost my mind. I swear to God right now, if ISIS would come here and set themselves up as a religious and even put a building up and call it Islamic ISIS, the state of ISIS religion, whatever, if they'd put it up under the mask, oh, hell, they already have that. They're called mosques. We're protecting them now. Oh, took me that long to catch on? No, folks, we're protecting them right now in this country. We have wackos sitting on the floor of the House of Representatives concerned about guns, okay? Now, I want to get away from that just for a minute, okay? Have you watched the video over in Istanbul of this guy pulling the cord and blowing himself up? Now, if what happened in Istanbul yesterday in that airport, you see, it's no longer all the way around the world anymore. The internet, we have it viral. We have that video this morning. Every one of us probably have watched that video of that guy pulling the cord after a security officer shot him in the leg. And he runs for cover, and the guy pulls his ripcord and blows himself up and whatever is around him, with 41 dead and 239 injured. You know what every American in the United States knows? I tell you what, we know, if you go to Atlanta this morning, and I'm not trying to make fear, that you can walk from the car, okay? You can walk all the way to that security checkpoint line, and you can get in that line with hundreds and hundreds of people there. Maybe 1,000 people there at any given moment all the way around. And 3 or 4 people could go in there immediately and pull off what happened in Istanbul. Istanbul, what is the 3rd busiest airport in Europe? Okay, in that region, I guess. See, that's what we know here in America. Folks, let me tell you something. I, for one, do not want to go around believing that my country, the greatest country on earth, we're going into Independence Day. And I tell you what really saddened me is somebody put on Facebook, and I read it, that they were not going to celebrate, okay, this year. Our government lies to us. We have a Department of Justice, think of the words Department of Justice, that has caused chaos throughout our country, lied to us, manipulated us, staged things. Ferguson, Baltimore, nobody ever talks about on the front page that every time one of these Baltimore policemen, actually the guy, I forget his name, remember? He drove the van, supposedly threw Freddie Gray all over the place, gave him the rough ride. Remember all the media that was spent down there? Remember the Mosley or whatever, the one, the district attorney in that area, or the Baltimore district attorney that came out that said she was going to fight for justice for them? Guess what? Found not guilty, the guy. The driver found not guilty. What's he, the second or third one on trial there? Found not guilty in Baltimore. Why are we not having the media release that Baltimore was all a sham? Ferguson was all a sham. Why are we not getting that? We have a Department of Justice that comes out and lies to us. We have a Department of Justice that is looking for a way to get around the Supreme Court order on immigration. We have a president that lies to us. We have a Secretary of State that lies to us. They lie to us. They stand in front. We have press secretaries that stand in front and lie. We have press secretaries from the State Department that lied to us. Obama lied to us. 4 people are dead in Benghazi, and they say it's not a big deal. And Hillary Clinton has the nerve to come out and say it's time to move on, knowing good and well that they lied to the American people. Emails expose they lied. Folks, there's something bad wrong here. I am not going to be the media that says to you, this is not all Islam. I mean, I don't want an asterisk. Even, Fox News or whatever, they all will do a story. Not all, but even the ones that will do a story and say radical Islamic terrorist. They will turn it around, all their guests, and they'll say, but people, we're not at war with an entire religion. Okay, I'm going to look you in the camera and tell you, you out there in the media, okay, let me get this straight. You out there in the media, your print editions, candidates, senatorial candidates, House of Representatives, representatives of the House, representatives of the United States Senate. You may say, we are not in a war with a religion. But let me clear something up for you. There's a religion in a war with you. You understand? Because the next time I hear, oh, well, this is a sect of Islam, and this is a sect, we don't want to say we're at war with an entire religion. I get so tired of hearing that. We don't want to. You know what? I seen the guy pull the ripcord. We don't want to say we're at war with an entire religion. Okay? We're at war with a entire. But let me tell you something. At 8:25 this morning, there's a religion at war with you. Donald Trump has it right. Your government's lying to you, folks. Your government's lying to you. It takes, hold on here. I want to find it for a reason. I had it this morning, and I don't want to lose it, okay? How come I don't have it already? Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me, all right? I'm going to find it. Oh, heck, Paul Simon's done with music. Well, that was a shocker. That's something we needed to know, right? We all needed to know Paul's. I cannot find it right off. I had it earlier this morning, and we know, okay, we know that Hillary Clinton and Elizabeth Warren, all right, are leading the way. And Clinton is leading this den of liars. She's a liar. Hillary Clinton is a liar. If it was you and I, we would be on trial. There would be a degree of murder. Okay, it may not be first degree because she maybe did not plot and plan it, but she would be charged with murder. I think she has blood on her hands. I think she's evil. I think she's a liar. I think she's crooked. I mean, I have never felt so strong as last night with Hillary Clinton after I seen her statement and watched 41 people die. Where are the Democrats today saying, when will this slaughter end? Endless death. When will this end? Senseless violence. Yeah, there it is. I was looking for senseless violence. This senseless violence. When will that happen? Okay. Trump comes out against TPP. That's the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's not toilet paper, please. That's the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He says he will, I'm sorry, I'm with Trump. How about that? I'm going to go right out there. I don't think of that. I'm with Trump. I'm not with this low-life, no-good criminal Hillary Clinton. I'm with Trump. Trump goes over on the stage yesterday and he says, look, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, NAFTA, we're going to renegotiate it. He says this like they keep telling you. If he's going to start a trade war, and there's going to be a major disaster with trade in this country if Trump's policies take place. Folks, you're in a major trade disaster now. Major trade disaster now, okay? China is, he's going to take China to the World Trade Organization, which slipped in, and he's going to file grievances against them. He's going to stop the Trans-Pacific Partnership, renegotiate NAFTA, and say, hey, if you do not play by our rules, there'll be a tariff. I'm sorry, people are going to say, whoa, 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 I'm on dangerous grounds. Look, I'm with Trump. I'm absolutely with Trump. We are not telling you we do not want to trade on the global stage. We are not telling you we do not want to trade on the global stage. We are telling you we do not want to be globalists. Just like Nigel Farage or whatever said, we got our country back. They got their country back. We want our country back. Look, they're hiding in mosques. They're planning and plotting, and we need to go in and investigate. If people are saying, oh my God, I'm like Trump, it's time for some drastic measures. Do you see what the hell is going on in this world? We have to take drastic measures. I hear people saying, well, we can't lower ourselves to their standards. Really? Really? Oh, if we do this, we're just lowering ourselves to the terrorist standards. And they go right back to their little summer outdoor patio party with their wine as they talk about that. No, 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 no. Okay? Fire with fire, Donald Trump said. We need somebody in charge. We don't need a liar in chief. We don't need a crook in chief. We don't need a murderer in chief. We don't need a whatever in chief. I got a lot of words that could go with that, okay? All right? We don't need that. We need Donald Trump to stand up and fight fire with fire. And, oh, you want to round people up? Oh, my God. He wants to round. Look. We need to stop it, and it's going to take some extreme measures to stop it, but we need to. All right? 2 things before I go to break. All right? 2 things. Number 1, don't forget, every time you hear, folks, get this straight. You know, I keep hearing there's a Muslim as the mayor of London. Whoop-de-doo. A Muslim is the mayor of London. You have a Muslim of the Islamic religious faith running the White House. Oh my God, you call Barack Obama a Muslim, the president. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, folks. No. Valerie Jarrett. If I am a Christian, and I'm not going to preach, but if I am a Christian and I believe in Jesus Christ as my personal Savior, let me get this straight for you. If I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus Christ as my personal Savior, okay, And I believe he died on the cross and he arose and took my sin. All right, now I'm not preaching, but this is in the Bible and this is what I believe. I'll be damned if I'm going to have a Muslim over here as my chief advisor. It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry, you probably think, well, that was could have left the word out. But it's not going to happen. So Barack Obama comes out and he says, oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, these people question my Christianity. And the Dems, the whack jobs love it. Oh my God, somebody just questioned the president's Christianity. Let me tell you something. If I am a Christian, I am not going to have an Iranian-born Islamic Muslim whispering in my ear what to do next. Valerie Jarrett. It's not going to happen. Okay. Now, the one good thing about Hillary, nobody ever talks about that. Now, Hillary doesn't go, she'll say thank God or pray. But let me tell you, I got to give Hillary credit. You don't like that. At least Hillary don't go around flaunting that she went to church. When's the last time you seen Hillary and Bill's Easter church pictures? Oh, hell no. Hillary put it right out there. She ain't going to no church. She ain't going to no church. She doesn't talk about God. So let me tell you, at least, Obama said, but now Hillary, you ain't got to worry about that. See, you're trading up. I'm going to tell you, evil, let me look at the camera. Evil, you understand? Barack Hussein Obama, Hillary Clinton, you are trading up on the evil scale. You are trading up. Obama's the worst president we've ever had. Obama's the most corrupt president. He's this, he's that. Let me tell you something. Corruption, evil, lying, stealing, murdering, cheating. You got anything else on the list? I don't have time. You're trading up with Hillary Clinton because you have a guy that's standing on the camera that claims he's a Christian. You have a guy that is taking that, I'm going to Easter church, but he has a Islamic Muslim, born in Iran, Valerie Jarrett whispering in his ear. Not going to happen here. Now we move on to evil. This is not the lesser of two evils. This is the more of two evils. Quit pointing at your watch, Lonnie. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. But you have Hillary over here. What she have? Islamic, Muslim, Huma Abedin whispering in her ear. We're going to be 2 in a row, President of the United States, that a Islamic Muslim is whispering advice in their ear. Wake up, America. Now let's get to work and elect Donald Trump. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Carlene Ferguson and I, we went to the farmer's market. We went to the farmer's market Saturday here in Gilmer, and we do a segment every Wednesday morning. So we're going to go to our segment. We want you to watch it, stay with us on it, and then at 9 o'clock, George McClellan will be in here. Okay, George McClellan will be in here at 9 o'clock. So we're going to go. We're going to take brief messages, watch our commercials, and then our segment, Health and Fitness. Your hosted, Carlene Ferguson. Actually, I got a light side. You're going to see that. Lonnie, go to break. Be back at 9 with me. George and I are going to be here. We ready to go, Lonnie? Just take me out. I'm not going to probably quit talking.